Okay, big
There we go.
dog. We are live, right? We are live with the people.
Yes, sir.
So we are definitely live. Let's hash it out podcast, episode 3. As you see below, I got my dog, the producer, the moderator, Ziggy the Beast. Of course, your
Sir.
boy, one half of the co-host, S.Writer. And of course, TayTalks, she will be here. She's handling business as a boss. So she's doing her bossly duties right now, but she will tune into the show as soon as she can. And we're gonna kick it off, for her, hold it down until she joins us. And most importantly, happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to all those people out there who weren't at work today, who enjoyed it. So much love to y'all. I ain't hating or nothing. I was at work today, unfortunately. So, I feel like I should have been off, but hey, it is what it is. But what's going on, big dog? How life treating you? How Father's Day was? How y'all was doing? What's up? What's going on, Lala?
Father's Day was pretty chill. Didn't really do nothing. Just I
No
said, just
old,
hung out at the house, bro. Ain't
no
really
old, no old spice, no
nah,
socks,
no socks,
no
nothing like that.
nothing, nothing at all.
Dog.
Oh wow.
It was just chilled at the house.
It was just kind of like let you eat what you want to eat, do what you want to do, just
Yeah,
relax.
just
Mm.
relaxed. That was my no, yeah, just
Oh,
relax.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
What's up?
we went to church earlier that day.
Mm-hmm.
Then came back to the house, and that was it. Just chilled.
Ah, shit.
I
I
mean, I
ain't
see
mad at
some
you.
guys like they went out of town and stuff. I mean, more, props to 'em. But
Yeah,
we just chilled at the house.
I think it was most
People
importantly.
grill. A lot of people grilled and stuff. Nah,
Yeah, a lot of people did that, but I think most, and I don't know why, but it's just simple for us. Like I think we just
it's pretty
like,
simple.
yeah,
Like,
I think we appreciate anything that is, done for us, of course. We don't really be ungrateful or anything, but I think it's more importantly, it's just the like just relaxing and just being,
yeah, just
being
to not do nothing.
yeah, just to
Cool.
not do anything, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just to say, like, hey, we celebrate you, of course, but some people just be like, man, this is a day for me. I can just chill, kick my feet up, relax, and
Hmm.
all that. But that's good, man. That's what's up, man.
Then yeah, but I say just chill. Don't make ain't make a big spectacle of it because we've mentioned it before with like these days and stuff like that. It's just one of those
Mhm.
things where if you have a good supporting family or supporting cast, then like not getting anything on Father's Day, I mean that don't really mean nothing because I mean like what is that really? Or
Nothing.
Mother's Day or it's just a day. So I
Right.
mean like we can get something next week or week after.
Well, you're supposed to be
It's just
celebrated every
material things. Yeah, like
right.
nobody
You're
really worried
supposed to
about
be
that.
celebrated every day, but
It's supposed to be celebrated every yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I never really got into the oh I didn't get nothing, oh I didn't it's like bro,
right, right.
I'm
But
chilling. But
But
yeah.
that's good, man. I hope, hopefully all the fathers out there had a good Father's Day weekend. I hope, hopefully everybody had a good Juneteenth, whether you was working or not, it's a
Hmm.
day to celebrate, a day to recognize history and stuff like that. And of course, as
Yeah,
always,
Juneteenth.
oh yeah, we appreciate this love and support from our supporters for the community, for those who are watching live, and for those who continuously watch on their time off, whatever.
Mm.
Definitely much love to y'all. But we're a little bit behind, so we're gonna go ahead and kick the show off. So I'm gonna let Ziggy, do his production thing. Let him get the show started, and on the other side of the commercial we'll pick back up, start the show, and once again, Tay will be joining us. She's just handling some boss duties. She's doing her boss thing.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
She a business
her
lady. So
business. She's making big boss moves out here. So we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna hold it down for her until she joins us. And like I said, we're gonna have on the other side of the commercial break intro.
yep.
We'll let y'all know what we're talking about. Pretty much a little, not too much of a long episode, but we're gonna give y'all a little, a little something to talk about for the week. All right.
Once
So
again,
Zig,
during the intro, look, we got We got 15 people watching us live across all platforms. Y'all go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. That'll help us
Fact,
get into the
fact.
algorithm. That'll help people that may not be aware that we're live at the time to
Mm-hmm.
be notified of us going live. So that'll push us to the top of the algorithm. So we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all after the intro.
From Let's Hash It Out podcast. The first place you come to hash things out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. No topic is off the table, and the audience is the biggest part of the show. Get ready for Let's Hash It Out podcast.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie, and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S.Writer, his topics, he bringing be the best. Ziggy the BC be streaming, that man is built for next. TayTalks, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S.Dot and I'm campus smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
Yo. Look who we have. What's going on, Tay?
Same thing, different day.
Hold on, I got a button. I got a button for T now that she showed up, Sean.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
there you go.
Oh. I see. I'm not even with the shits today, Tay.
That's very surprising. Normally it's you.
That's not me. That's not me.
That's different for Zig, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take
What's up?
I
That's
mean,
what's up.
just the same,
That's what's up. But everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Let's Hash It Out podcast. I am S.Writer with the first lady, the boss, TayTalks, and of course Ziggy the Beast. We are here. Happy Juneteenth to y'all. For I'm hating on Tay and Zig because I'm pretty sure they was off today while I was out.
Yeah, I was off today,
Of course I
dog.
was off.
Good.
Must been nice.
It was.
I would never work on a day that's about my people. They surprised I don't take Black History Month off.
Hey, maybe that need to be discussed. Hey, take the whole month off and get paid for it too. That's what's up.
I agree.
I see you, Tay. I like the hairstyle. I
Thank
see
you.
Right?
Thank you.
All right. Man, look at Zig.
Man, they been saying them braids be hurting, bro. Like they be.
I heard the braids are very convenient, bro.
I mean, if you get the wrong person to do them, yes, they can be too tight. But for me, T done did them, so we good.
Okay.
You was in good hands then. Okay, man, you was in good hands.
Does she cook? She do hair? Okay.
She cooks. She do hair. She do makeup.
Makeup too? Okay.
Yeah, she does it all. She don't like to, so I can't, tell everybody she do that. But yeah.
You be getting your food catered, and then while you're waiting on your food to get cooked, you get your
your makeup done. Yep.
Damn, shit, all into one entrepreneur. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
man. Salute to T Dunn, man. That's what's up, man. But look, we're not gonna hold y'all up. Like I said, this is not gonna be a long episode. Like I said, we just wanna make sure that we have a nice discussion. I got something nice lined up for y'all. But before we start, definitely subscribe to Let's Hash It Out podcast. Hit the like, hit that subscribe button. Let everybody know where you can find unscripted, real conversations where we just unscripted. We don't script nothing around here. We know that. We don't nothing scripted around here, buddy. You know what's up. Real conversation, real thoughts. And we're gonna talk about these topics that we be talking about behind these women's back, Zig. I mean, I'm sorry. The stuff that we talk about, I'm pretty sure these women out here be talking about us men dirty too. So this is the place where we come to try to meet in the middle.
And no problem. I mean, they do it right in your face.
Sometimes.
That is very true.
I'm not saying
That
no
is never
maybe.
true.
This is plain as day.
I ain't never have a problem telling a nigga nothing in his face that I
So
feel like
I'm
I
about
want
to
to
say
see.
you. They
See,
ain't
look,
biting each other
already
or
coming
nothing
out
like
the woodwork. But before we get into tonight's topic, I kind of just want to, I want to start when the lights go low, the pillows come out. Pillow talk.
Yeah, over the course of the episode, like quotes that y'all have said over the time of our show,
Mhm.
which is
You could take. I already know what that means. You could take that quote off because nobody's pillow talking. But anyway, I have I have a question before we get to the conversation. Right,
mm-hmm.
I've been seeing some things that's been bothering me, and I'm getting kind of tired of seeing it, Zig, because I feel like us men are being underappreciated and these women are being ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting to a point where I'm seeing like how much a man should be spending on a first date. And my question to y'all is, does it really matter how much a man spends on a first date to you ladies that's watching? Like I heard the minimum a man should spend on a first date is between $300 to $500. So my question to you, Tay, and I'll start with you, of course. How much should a man spend on a first date with
Mm.
any woman? What's your take on that?
Me personally, I don't have a limit. Like I just feel like everything depends on where y'all go, what y'all do, and things of that sort. So I mean, if I go to dinner, I plan. If I'm going to dinner with somebody, first of all, I'm not a big eater, so I'm gonna order what I eat, and I
Mm-hmm.
hope that that's not an issue. I'm gonna order what I want to drink, which we know I'm not really big on drinking. So it's not like my meal is much. Like when I go out to eat, my goal is to eat what I need, and that's it. Like I'm not greedy, I'm not doggish. I ain't trying to bring nothing home to my people. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
that type of situation. So my goal when I go out on a date is do something that we both enjoy. Like it could be going putt putt. Like it can be the little things, just that quality time, getting to know a person. My first date with somebody was the movies. So that's it. And I think at that point I paid for the movie ticket, which probably is the cheapest thing when you go to the movies because you got popcorn, nachos, and whatever else you want to eat, which is really expensive.
Whoa. You say that's
What?
the cheapest thing? Or you say it's cheap to go to the movies?
And the ticket is the cheapest. Like if I decide, hey,
Oh,
I
oh,
pay
oh,
for
oh,
tickets,
oh,
you
oh.
pay for snacks. The snacks is definitely more expensive than
Oh, y'all splitting up
spending
costs.
on tickets.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm about to say, what movie theater you go to? Because please let me know. Because I think I spent almost $60 Sunday on just concessions.
Yeah,
60.
that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
when you
crazy.
who you went to the movies with Sunday?
My pops, my niece, and
Oh,
my sister. We went to
never
go see
mind.
Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Yeah.
Definitely check the movie out for sure. 10 out
Ne-
of 10. But
Never mind,
anyway,
Zig. I thought I was about to get some.
You was yeah,
you thought you was trying to trap me into
just
an answer, but you
investigating.
didn't.
That I was about
Yeah.
to reel it in. I ain't get it. It's cool.
No, you couldn't reel me in. No, but I went. That was my Father's Day gift
Mm.
with my sister for my pops. So we
That
went
was
to the movie.
nice. That
Yeah,
was
it
nice.
was dope.
Have some
It was
family
dope.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. But I guess I just don't know where these outrageous prices is coming at, because I'm like, I ain't saying I don't mind spending, but $500. What is
Well, I
the
mean, for me, it also depends on the person. Like
yeah,
some
like
people must feel like I want you to take me to the most expensive restaurant, and really, truly, and honestly, what more can you really spend money on a date other than eating or an activity? I mean, yeah, he
for
could take you on an airplane ride, I guess, and then dinner after, so that gets a
the
little pricey.
first
I mean, outside of that, I mean, it depends. If you're trying to woo over and you gotta, why not?
I I guess I'm
Somebody
more of
take me
a
on an airplane ride on the first date. I'm gonna think you're trying to propose.
Like what you trying? Like what you trying to get out
That
of it?
part. That part.
mm.
You
If you're
say you
doing
ready
So
all
for
that,
marriage.
you expect to get
what
somewhere.
was so I'll ask you this. What was one of your best first dates, and what was one of your worst first dates? Like, you got any memories? And I'll share some things too, but I'm just saying,
My
like,
best first date was crazy. And y'all probably
okay,
gonna even think I'm crazy for saying this.
all
My
right.
best first date, we went house shopping. Like we went and drove around and actually looked at houses.
What?
Yeah, yeah. It was
What are
very,
air horns at, Zig?
Oh, I got you.
it was very dope. It was dope.
A little better now. My bad, y'all. About earlier.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it was dope.
house shopping?
Yeah.
Wow. So what was the purpose behind
What's up,
that?
John?
What was the
The
purpose behind that?
the
Tay?
purpose honestly was to like ride and talk and really get to know each other. And I
Okay,
think that stumbled
So you really
from
wasn't shopping. You just like something to do.
I know that,
right.
but I
Yeah, he
just
get what I was saying. Like,
yeah.
yeah, so we saw a house and then it was kind of like, well shit, let's drive around and see a couple more houses. And that's just how the
Hmm.
flow went.
Okay. And what was one of your worst first dates?
I'm trying to think.
Have I forgot who I'm talking to?
Because so
So
long
it-
ago, you know, she
it's
old.
Yeah.
facts.
She's
I
And
yeah.
it's Tay too, Zig. It's Tay.
I
So
would say this. I converse with people so much and so hard before I actually go out on a date with them that
mhm.
when we actually go out on a date, it's gonna be something that we kind of talked about agreeing on doing something that we mutually like.
Yeah, you
So
vet 'em.
yeah, I can't say that I actually went on a bad date. I haven't had a bad date that I can recall. Let me say that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess my first date that I went on with a woman is I would say the best one was when I took her out on a picnic date. I wanted to do a little something different.
You brought
You
the
know,
stuff?
yeah, yeah. I bought the stuff. It was a surprise. It was more like back in the day, of course, talking, knowing. You get the typical, well, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to the, da 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 da.
So what you bring? I want to be in your business.
You want to be in my business?
Yeah. What did you bring to the date?
I bought, all right, so look, I surprised her and I bought fruit, of course,
Mhm.
flowers. I bought 3 different sets of flowers.
3 different sets
Uh,
of flowers.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
she was a flower girl, huh? Go ahead.
oh yeah. I bought 3 sets of flowers,
Tay said she
fruit.
don't want all that.
Oh, she don't want all that.
I'm not really a flower girl.
Well, I'm not dating you, Tay, so
I know it, but I'm just saying.
I can
So
Like
this
carry
when a
you.
nigga
person
saying.
say he bought a female flowers, like the gesture is amazing. It's cute for like you at work and your coworkers like, oh my god, he bought you flowers. But like outside of that, it's kind of like what is really the
See
effect
you.
of a
I
flower?
think. I don't know. Tay, you. I don't know. Flowers don't woo you. What the heck? Food don't.
I mean,
What?
I'm a little niggerish. I'm not gonna be the first
God
last person. I
damn.
think like a man,
Niggerish.
unfortunately.
Niggerish. No, Evan. I didn't cook
Not
food for the
Tay.
picnic, bro. But stop hating on my cooking, bro. We're gonna get
What's
get
up,
over
Ev?
it.
I hope Sean didn't cook food for the picnic.
Yeah,
No lie, I went
bro.
on an
Don't be
open.
hating,
I
bro.
went on a date on the open house. It was low key fun. So Evan did this too, but seems like.
That's what I'm
But it's something.
saying.
But
Like
I can
looking
see
at
that
houses
though.
are definitely fun. They fun.
But I can see that though. It's something different. It's not the usual. Well, let's
It
go out
is.
to
And then
dinner. So
also
I
that's
can
the point
kind
of
of
you
see
getting
that.
to know what a person like. Like you can also
Right.
think like long term, like, dang, he like a bench in his backyard. Like it's little things like that you could possibly remove.
Yeah.
And
But to finish the first date, so I'll let you know since you won't be all in my business. I
mhm.
surprised her. What else? What else you call it? I guess I'm gonna be ashamed if I can't pronounce this word. Shakurity or whatever you want to call it. What's the board with the meat, the cheese, the crackers?
Don't make me pronounce it wrong because you know I ain't into that.
Charcuterie?
Well, I'm saying
Charcuterie.
it's there. You go. Whatever. I bought that, and that was
I ain't
it.
gonna tell you what I was gonna call it, but it's
You
good you
know,
got it.
had a nice spot in the park, and it was dope. And then to even have people come by was like a picnic. What the? That's nice. I heard that in the back. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what's up. See, we help each other out on this channel, folks. But now my worst first date. Now my worst first date.
So now everything gonna
Hold on.
think spelling it gonna help us get it.
Right. That don't say nothing. That all right.
We
You
could
spelled
spell
it
it.
good. Nice. But my worst first date, and this was back when I was in college. I had one of my partners hook me up with a friend of his, and I was like, okay, she seemed cool. I guess I'll give it a try. And I went over to the girl house. We kicked it, watched TV. But then she did something that turned me off, like off the blue T. I was like, she started belching and just acting like a straight nigga. Like, I'm like, what the like
She
burping?
watching a real her.
Tay,
She watching a real
no,
her.
no, like burping, like talking like I'm like, she really like gangster. Like I said, I guess that's her personality, but
That's rough.
That's
That's rough on
rough.
a first date though.
Then she like it was more than that. It's just the nasty like burping and coughing, and I'm like, come on now. And then the way she looked wasn't well put together. I'm like, this is a first date. Like, I ain't saying you gotta dress up because we really wasn't going nowhere, but it was
So
more
let
of
me
a
ask you this.
what's
Did you
up?
know her before this?
And like I said, the
So could
pictures
she
that my
dressed in?
hell, because we was in the house. That was the thing. Like, we didn't really go nowhere. It was more like, yeah, come kick it at the crib. She felt more comfortable with me coming out to the crib, and we kicked it. And I was like, cool, I ain't tripping. And I at least thought you would like look presentable, at least like you ain't gotta put on nothing special because we in the house. But geez, like it was our first time being in the same room face to face having a conversation. Look some presentable, like you ain't gotta overdo it with makeup to but damn. And then you burping, and I'm like, gee, man, what the hell, man? What type of chick is this? Like, so I made some excuse and said, man, I started feeling sick and just got the fuck and just left. I'm sorry to you. That is not attractive. That's a turn off. Like straight up. Like, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Like, don't do that. What's going on, man? What's going on, people? Yes, just nasty, man. But yeah, I just feel like I guess to end this topic of I feel like dating nowadays, as far as like the first date, I think you should be more for the people in the chat, be more spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Be more spontaneous, be more think outside
So
the
I have a
box.
question too.
What up?
So I was having this discussion with somebody not too long ago, and we was talking like when you're dating a person, like do you feel like it's uncomfortable, like you're in the bathroom and they come in there and they like having a conversation with you?
So what you mean by that? Like, what you mean come in the bathroom and what you mean?
Like you're pooping and they come in there and they just trying to talk. Like that's a problem for you?
I think we gotta be on some real cool, like we gotta be on that level for you to come in the bathroom.
But if you're on that level, it's not a problem. I'm just asking. That's just something that came up in conversation with somebody. And I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect time to ask.
I don't know, Tay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that'll be something where I'll be on some, I don't know. Just being in the bathroom, give me my privacy on some shit. I guess. I mean, if we married, why not? I mean, fuck. It ain't like you ain't smelled it before, so why not?
Exactly. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So it's
yeah.
not an uncomfortable situation.
It's not uncomfortable because if you two, y'all gonna always do some childish shit. So why not? Like,
exactly.
Why not?
Like, I feel like if I can't come to the bathroom and talk to you, like, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Trust me,
Who are you talking to in the bathroom? Who you texting in here that I can't come in here and talk to you?
Oh, here we go. See, now you're taking it to another level. That's
I'm
why
just saying that's why I go.
So, but my thing is though, trust me, you're not gonna want to stand in the bathroom.
Yes, I am. I
Somebody
want to
sitting
sit
on
right
the
there on
toilet.
top. Y'all want to sit
No,
right and listen.
you're not. Especially you be like, God damn, what the
Now
hell?
I'm gonna say that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say that, but I am gonna sit there.
And you gonna tolerate that smell, Tay?
Yeah, we're gonna sit there and have this conversation.
No, nah, you not. You're not.
Why not?
Who the hell wants to smell shit?
I mean, nobody actually really wants to smell it, but
who the hell want?
But sometimes if you're in a situation and you're sitting there and it's on your mind and this is the moment, we gotta hash it out. Thank you.
Yes. Her hair is cute today. I must say. I ain't gonna lie. She looking for a husband. She damn sure doing a good job. That's what's up,
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. See,
but my thing
I tried the curly hair look, so I'm about to try to see what the dudes that like braids look like.
Who the hell wanna talk shit while somebody taking a shit? That don't make no sense, dude. No.
Now I'm
Nah,
starting to question how much you love your husband. Because if I love him, I'm in there. We sitting there.
lies, cap.
We
Stop the
sitting
cap.
there.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop it. Where you get that shit from?
I'm
You know
telling
damn
you.
well you're not sitting there.
I'm,
You in there
I
trying
am.
to figure out. You trying to take away that man's privacy. That's a man
Oh
privacy to
well.
get
We
away.
don't have privacy when we together. We are one. Ain't no privacy.
Hmm. So that means y'all got to take showers every day. That means all that.
I'm gonna sit there with
Everything.
everything. I'm gonna sit there with everything.
So you're gonna sit on the
We
toilet
gonna
while
be
you
glued. We gonna be glued at the shoulder, at the hip, wherever we gotta touch it all day.
that sounds like you're insecure to me.
Dang, that's what we get with that. Maybe I just lack a little trust.
No, that sounds like insecure to me. It's
I
like
don't think
you gotta be
so.
joined to the hip. I don't mind you being joined at the hip, but at some point, that sounds like even if I go out with my partners, you gotta roll with me.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm going. We all partners. We
oh,
all
that's how we
friends at
feel.
that
Oh,
point.
so that means when you got girls' night, I'm popping up and what's up?
Now I'm not saying all that. That's
Ho. See, that's where we gotta stop at. Now you want your thing, you want things to go your way, but when it comes to us men, gotta oh no, y'all can't come with how that go? Or is that
uh,
just a Tay thing?
it might be just a Tate thing.
Okay, well, I won't. All right, you're not speaking for all women because I'm about to say
Yeah.
you
You know,
you
for me,
you.
I never speak for all women because I feel like everybody has their own thing that what works and flows with them.
So you mean to tell me you can go out and be side by side with your man while he's out with the fellas, but if he pop up on you on girls' night, that's a no.
We all drinking beers, baby.
Wow. Okay. All right. Look, we're gonna move on because Tay trying to start another topic that we don't not have time for, and I'm
We
not
ain't
about
got
to
nothing
get
but
into it.
time. What
I
you
know
gotta
we
do
got
today?
nothing but time. No, we got nothing but time. That's what's up. I mean, if that's what we doing in this generation, I am, I'm all for it. Look, I am all for it. But
Right.
anyway, Tay, I have a conversation that I definitely want to have with you, and of course our
Oh
community.
snap!
Nah, I'm serious.
Anytime you say I want to have a conversation that serious, it's that
Cause I think a lot. You know, I be thinking about different things,
you
and
do think a lot.
I do. But I was thinking to myself, you know, and I said, man, I want to chop it up with my community about something, man. We see everybody that's dating or in relationships, you know, marriages. People kind of call it quits, you know. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about, moms. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. But you know, we always find somebody, and you know, sometimes we date somebody for months, years, whatever the case may be. And you know, you're gonna face challenges even during the dating phases or whatever like that. But my conversation I want to have with y'all and the topic I want to hash out with y'all tonight is dealing with somebody, whether you're in a, I guess, a 2-year relationship, whatever you want to put your spin on, or a little marriage. Instead of just, you know, some people just don't even take the time out to work it out, to try to even find ways or solutions. So my question for you is, and it's kind of interesting. If you're in a relationship or marriage and you feel like things are not going right, do you think that just taking a break from that person to try to just hash things out or reconcile things is a good solution? I'm not saying it is the solution, but if you tried everything in the book and you just say, look, y'all both agree. That's the key point before you say anything. Y'all both agree, hypothetically speaking, y'all both agree that y'all would take some time apart, but y'all not dating. Y'all just taking time apart. Do you think that is one of a solution that can help relationships or marriages get back on course, or is it not the right solution? Talk to me.
Okay, so it's not the right solution. And the reason
All
why I
right.
say that is because when you take your time to separate, you give room
Okay.
and opportunity for somebody else to slide in. You
Okay.
say we're not gonna date other people and we're not gonna talk to other people, but when you are separated, things happen and you're opening the door for someone else to have that moment of time that they didn't have before, for them to actually get to know somebody else and for them to possibly want to pursue someone else. So I don't believe that breaks are
the best thing for relationships. Now for some people, I've heard stories about some people that they separate and then they get back together and then they feel like at that point then things work out better. Like they needed that moment in time to miss each other, to come back and grow tighter together. I do believe that works for some people, but for me, I just feel like you don't realize when you decide to do those things and then y'all get back together, and then you find out somebody else is pregnant or things of that sort, then you realize, okay, we shouldn't have taken that break. But then it's possible that you needed that break to grow and you needed that break to understand how that person actually operates when y'all are on not the best of terms. So that's kind of like a 50-50. Different strokes for different folks. But for me, I feel like once you decide we need a break, there's something there that isn't working. And then sometimes you have to just realize you and some people can grow apart. You can be together for 20 years and realize we're not in that same space anymore. That doesn't mean you don't love them any less, but it just may mean that the relationship part or the marriage part is just not for you. Like I think some people, I understand to death do us part, rich or poor, sickness, health, like I get that. But then you also have to understand like sometimes it's just not working. And you can't force it to work. You can't pray something to work out that it's just not working. And I think a lot of people, especially when it comes to older people and you're telling them, especially in a marriage, it's kind of like, well, you said your vows. I did say my vows, but now we're hearing something is missing. There was a mistake or there's some growth or there's some changes that guess what? This marriage is not what it once was.
So do you think that the reason why people go through certain things is not necessarily the temptations of cheating, but maybe it's the career paths that they are taking where time is not the essence, where careers, and let's just say family, and what I mean by family, whatever the situation it is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your career, you got other things that might interfere with either your dating relationship wise. I feel like I'm kind of 50-50 on the fence too, because I do agree that showing somebody that you want to take a break, it could lead to possibilities of finding somebody else. And it's probably going to propel you to like, yeah, I still got love for you and all that, but this is who got my attention. This is what's making me happy. Like it's a breath of fresh air, if that makes sense. Now, the thing about it is, how do we, I guess, in this generation, because of course, there's no such thing as solid relationships. I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm not saying you can't have one, but the generation that we live in, of course, social media has played a major part in
the biggest role. Yeah.
the biggest role where
Social media is
people,
the biggest role.
right, they are listening to other people or looking at different things that's saying that, yeah, you should not have a solid relationship, which I feel like that's bullshit. So you shouldn't listen to other people. But what do you think makes relationships or marriages don't work out, or what is lost within being together with somebody for so long that you didn't have great memories, great years with this person, but then the older or the more years you get into it, it's like that investment is diminished, like it's perishing. Something is clicking, and it's not like it's a lack of everything could possibly be going right. And that's the crazy thing I be trying to figure out is you can say the careers of both y'all making money, y'all both got beautiful children, y'all living a life that y'all both work hard for, but something is not clicking. And take the sex part out of it. Even if the sex is great, there's something more that is not clicking. So what is it that's making people to be like, man, I love this marriage, I love this relationship, but it's just not working out anymore? What phase
Sometimes
out?
it could just be an ick. Sometimes it can just be an ick. As you get older, I feel like you get more comfortable, and sometimes you stop doing the things that you once did. And I think
Okay.
that's a problem that occurs in a lot of relationships. Like if we first started talking, okay, we on the phone every day, all day. But then as time go on, let's say we move together and we live together now. Okay, we
Okay.
live together, so we don't have to talk as much as we once did. But then now you still feel like, dang, like you don't even hit me up no more to see, XYZ ABC 1 2 3. And I
Mm-hmm.
from that, communication is an issue. Like instead of us speaking up and saying something, we wait until the other person says something. 9 times out of 10, when they say something, they already to the 10th of it to where they just blow up instead of addressing little things at a time. For me, I had to learn that lesson in a relationship. Instead of just blowing up at one big time, I address
Mm-hmm.
little things as they occur. Because I don't want it to get to the point where I'm frustrated. I don't want to deal with you and I don't want to talk to you. And then I'm like, hey, we just need to leave each other alone.
Right.
So to
I
take
was.
my time when something is an issue, and even then, if something is an issue, sometimes I may wait a minute to address it, only
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to come at a person wrong.
Okay. Okay. And I would say my hardest lesson that I took from that, as far as me personally, that you said something that really resonated with me, is being more consistent and kind of meaning what you say on some stuff. Be like you said, you start off whatever stage it is of calling every day, texting, the constant, little surprises here and there. And once you kind of get comfortable with that person, or let's just say y'all cross lines and engage in intimate sex and stuff like that, now you start to get complacent and you start to kind of be like, okay, now I could be consistent, but not as much as I was in the beginning because I got that person drawn in. That's something that I had to learn, because I learned that the hard way. Because if you do that, especially with somebody that um definitely knows what they're worth, what their value is, they are not going to tolerate a lot of inconsistency. Like, they are not. Like, they're going to speak to you about it, they're going to point it out to you, and they're going to tell you, like, look, I mean, I like you, I want to be with you, but trust me, a woman that's got everything planned and knows where she wants to go, how she wants things to be balanced, you better kind of step your fucking game up and make sure that you maintain that same energy you did when you first met her.
You
Because
have to.
think about it. You got to think about it. Yes, you chose her, but she chose to give you her attention. So I think that we take for granted, like, once you get somebody's attention, you feel like all I got to do is X, Y, and Z, and I got her locked in. Nah, you have to understand that once somebody is locked in with you and they act like, you really start spending time with that person, and especially if you start meeting the family members, start taking trips,
Yeah.
family functions, that's when you got to ask yourself, look, man, look, I'm not trying to waste this person's time. Easier said than done, because trust me, I am not no angel. I've done it. I've learned hard lessons from it. And to this day, I'm still trying to make sure that each day I become a better man for that particular woman, to make sure, like, hey, I need to, if she's coming at me hard like this, I need to meet her the same way, not
Mm-hmm.
50%, 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I do believe that that's one of the main things, is not staying consistent. And, you can spice things up along the way. I feel like you can change it up, but remain consistent on what brought you to the dance. Don't forget what made that person fall in love with you. What made that person attractive to you. And like I said, just stand on business. It's not hard. And if you got something on your mind, don't be sneaky. Don't hold it in, because we all do. Be able to express your feelings without being mad, or you know, being confrontational and, oh man, look, now you're wrong. Trust me, I've been there. I'm a Scorpio. I've lashed out for no apparent reason, and I said shit just to say shit, just to get a reaction out you. I own up to that. That's my part of taking accountability. And yeah, I just feel like you have to grow up at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you ain't gonna be young forever. And trust me, being lonely is not a good thing. And I feel like at the end of the day, you're gonna want somebody to be with. So I just feel like that, you know what I'm saying?
So now I'm gonna ask you this question: do you feel like everybody wants somebody to be with?
All right.
Let me say this: do you feel like it's a want or need?
I think most people say it's a need. Me personally, no, I don't believe in the zodiac stuff. I'm just going off of what people say about Scorpios. They
So
say that
listen,
we
know
just
what? Let's pause it. So
go
you
ahead.
don't believe in it, but do
No,
you agree when they say things about your sign?
because of my personality and who I am as a person. Yes, I do. I
So
do.
do you
I
believe
don't
in it?
believe in it, but I'm just saying.
So wait,
No, I don't.
wait. So what you're saying is everything they say about your sign is accurate for the most part. You're like,
Yes.
dang, like that's me. I do that. But then you're gonna say,
50, 50, 50, 50, 50. You know what I'm saying? 50, 50.
what?
I
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
agree
lie
with
to you. Most things, majority of things that a person say about a Gemini, I be like, damn, that's me for sure. And sometimes
that.
it's not to the extent that they make it. Like people say a Gemini is two-faced, that we have split personalities. But for me, what I get my trait from that is I feel like I get over stuff easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not bipolar, but I may be upset about this situation now, but then I'll be like, you know what? It's not that deep. Let me just let
Mm-hmm.
it go. And then I'm like, oh yeah, what you doing? Like I'm one of them type of people. I don't
Okay.
hold grudges.
I feel like holding grudges can drain your energy for some reason. Holding grudges.
It can
I'm
definitely
just saying.
drain
I'm
your
just saying.
energy.
Why hold grudges?
But then with some people, you do have to hold them accountable. And to do that, you
Okay.
have to set your boundaries.
And I agree with that. I guess before I go back to answering your question about the alone thing, I do feel like just with me personally, and this could be another topic for another show, just holding grudges and just yes, hold somebody accountable. You could tell somebody, look, I feel like you're wrong in this situation. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and we're gonna leave it at that. But holding grudges to me just feel like unnecessary negative energy. Like, nah, I don't need it. All right, I forget. I forgave you. That's when you got to ask yourself, hey, I'm going to let you go. Or I got to love you from a distance. I'm not holding grudges for years and years, especially if it's not really worth my energy or time to hold grudges for something stupid. And people hold grudges over things that could have been handled in a mature conversation. That's just me, Tay. That's whack to me. I'm not holding no grudges for years. Oh, I ain't talking to that person because they stole one of my favorite items. Really? Like, come on now. That's nah. What we in high school? Come on now. Stop it. But to answer your question, Tay, about the lonely part,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it's not a need. I think it's all about a want
Okay.
because everybody say, oh, society says, or this generation, or ever since we've grown up, that is the motto of you find somebody, you fall in love with them, you get married, and you live happily after.
Well, I'm
It
gonna say
doesn't work
this.
like that.
I
Go ahead,
think
Tay. I'll let
for
you speak.
years, the generations have been molded to have that belief.
Okay.
But I think with the generation before us, and maybe possibly a little of the one before then,
Mm-hmm.
the tables have turned. And I feel like that because, and I know this about to start an argument probably, but I feel
Oh
like
Lord.
that is because men from then and now are different.
Okay.
And I
Elaborate on that.
also I also feel like a lot of things men were able to get away with back in those days, they can't get away with that shit now.
What makes you think they can't?
They can't. They can't.
What are we
Social
talking
media,
about?
social media for the first part.
Are we talking
And it's
about like a percentage?
huh?
You talking about a percentage of men or like
Majority. Not even just a
who
percentage,
who
majority of men.
who's majority of men? Like you including like me, Ziggy, like that's what you include?
Yes, I'm including all men, a bigger percentage of men. Yes, yes, I am.
So you're saying that we couldn't get away with it if we even tried.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like
I'm
at
not
some point everything boils down and it comes
okay.
out.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
and women don't get caught at all, right? Y'all
That's
think
not
y'all
what I'm
just
saying. That's not what I'm
no.
saying. But women play a little bit smarter than men.
Ha! Ha! Y'all do what? Y'all play it.
We play it a little bit smarter.
Y'all don't, but y'all can go ahead and elaborate. Y'all, I don't know who y'all think y'all are fooling with all this. I don't.
I
You
mean,
could speak.
honestly, if I felt like I could go out here and kind of like really put people on game, I would. But then that might count against me, so I don't want to do that. So it's only my limit to what I can really say is only so far.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, if you feel like you got game and rules and tactics
I
of
got game like EA. Like I ain't EA Sports to the game. You know how I go when you log on. Come on now. Like I don't want you to cut me short.
I think if I wanted the key word, listen to what I'm saying. If I wanted to, I doubt it that anybody will find out about me if I wanted to cheat or not. I highly doubt it. I don't even think you, T Dunn, FBI, not even social media. I don't
But
think
my
y'all.
thing is, this is the thing too. Now I'm be
I
real
say
with
I
you.
want if I wanted to. I
I
don't
know,
condone
but
cheating.
see, this is the thing
Okay.
though.
I could,
This is the thing though. What social media gets at, the more popular you are on social media, the harder it is to do what you do and not get caught. That makes sense.
I'm not popular, so that
But
doesn't
that's what
work.
I'm saying. It makes it a little easier for you to get away with it.
No,
Versus
not
a dude with
easier. No,
3,000
not
followers, and then you go to his
not
mutual
easy.
friends, and
It just makes
30%
it.
of his mutual friends is the same followers that you have. It's a little bit
Yeah,
easier
but
for you to do a little digging and connect a few dots and
not
go
really.
from there. Yes, it
Not really.
is. I'm telling you. I ain't telling you nothing that I'm thinking. I'm telling you something that I know.
That's that you know of. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think I'm good at if I wanted to. I just choose not to. This is not my. That's not my personality. I'm just saying. Women get caught up too. I heard y'all
I'm
like to be slick.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying
No, no,
that
no.
women don't get caught up.
No, I'm
But I'm
just
saying
saying that.
a man, keep in mind, there are more women on
Yeah,
this world, correct?
yeah, they do.
And men get caught cheating more than women, correct?
Mm, I think y'all starting to take that percentage up
No,
now. But
no, 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 no.
yeah.
It's not. I'm thinking that y'all starting to.
Mm.
The correct answer would be
No, the correct answer is not.
men get caught more than women. It's more
No.
men on this. It's more women on this earth. So there's no way that more men should be getting caught being dumb, making dumb decisions.
I guess. I
It's
guess. I
not an
mean,
I guess situation. That's some real talk.
I just don't. I'm just saying. I don't
What you
really
done?
know.
What part you missing?
Majority of men, like, I mean, I don't understand why it's always us. Like, why does it have to end with
Who
us,
else
T?
is gonna be? It's only men and women. You want me to say cats and dogs? You want me to throw them
I
in
mean,
the male fish and the female fish, the male
I'm
crab
just
and the
saying.
female crab? That's what you
I'm
want me to
just
throw in there?
saying.
I can't tell
Y'all
you what.
starting to, y'all start to get a little sloppy with y'all little slick stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
I don't know
saying.
about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree to that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just being real with you.
I guess we're gonna leave it off at that because I'm not a cheater. I stay in my lane.
So what you're saying is
If
you've
that's,
never cheated.
have I ever cheated? I ain't
Mhm.
gonna say that now, but
So my
not.
thing is, how could you say I'm not a cheater? You've cheated before, so how are you not a cheater?
Yeah, but that was in high school and in college and stuff, man. It's
So you
like,
are capable of doing it, is what you're saying.
didn't you just hear what I said a few moments ago? If I said I wanted to, I choose not to. I don't
So
have time for that.
that means it's just not that hard for you to do it, is what you're saying. It's not hard. If you want to do it, you could do it.
I mean, I think anybody could say that, but I chose not to.
No, I just asked the question. It was just a simple yes or no.
Yes,
So
yes.
you like to kind of like talk around what I'm asking to try to butter it. Don't butter it. Just go ahead and serve it. Don't butter it. Just say what it is.
Knock it
Exactly.
out the park. Yeah. Man, I just want to know where's Ziggy at, man. Ziggy done ducked off on us, Tay. We don't even. I guess he ain't doing his production thing. I'm gonna
Oh
leave
no,
him.
I'm here, bro. I'm just letting y'all do y'all talking. I'm
Nah,
just doing the
bro, because
production thing.
I feel like I'm
What
upping
you
on
what?
Tay.
No, what you're saying is you feel like you're a lonely soldier and you need backup. Just say it.
I'm here, bro.
Not really.
Tell
I
me
don't
what it
need backup.
is.
I
That's
don't
what
need
it's
backup.
giving. Is well, where is
I
it?
just don't like how the fellas is always getting attacked, and we the main reason for cheating and all this other stuff. You know what I'm
But
saying? I'm
this is
tired
the
of that
thing.
shit.
It was one male and one female. Now you didn't threw Ziggy in the mix, so now it's 2 against 1.
No, it's not because Ziggy's not involved. I just want to know where Ziggy was at.
Well, I'm
I
here,
think
bro. I'm here, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
you
you know, I'm
see
moderator.
tapped in.
comments.
I type in the comments.
I feel like I was giving you game, Tay, and I mean, I just bought Ziggy in there for your backup, not for me. You know what I'm saying?
You say you looking out for you.
Oh, I
I'm
need
talking.
help.
This is the type of shit that I like to talk about while I'm taking the shit. You feel me? That's what we talking about, right, Tay? That's what I like to do.
So
I'm
you
talking.
bathroom talking.
Not the pillows.
That's
Pillow
we
talking.
didn't swap
Nah,
the
we
type
don't.
of talk we
I
doing.
don't be
Huh?
doing that, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
You could
pillow
be
talk
outside
anymore.
the door, but not in the bathroom. Now,
Damn.
they give me a.
The privacy. I can
Privacy.
understand it. I understand it. Man, but I feel like back to the question though. I think it's a want. You have to want to be with somebody. Tay. I think you want to. Yes, I don't think nobody wants to be alone. I'm just say that, but I think you have to say I want to commit to somebody. It's all about you at the end of the day. You have to be the one to say, "Hey, I want to be with somebody." But to your point though, I think people want their cake and eat it too, and not in the sense of cheating though. I'm talking about somebody might be like, "Yeah, I want to be with you, but I also want my personal space." Now, take the cheating out at the aspect. Somebody might just say, "I just don't feel like being bothered. Like I just want my personal space to myself. Like
So
I just
that's
want."
me. That's me.
So that's you.
Mm-hmm. I want to be in your
That's
space,
what I'm saying.
but I don't want you in my space.
All right.
I never deny being selfish.
So speaking for people that may be like you, 'cause, I mean, nobody's like Tay and nobody's like
Of
Sean,
course,
but
I'm a 101.
right. And you called me that you word, which I'm not gonna say, but
Little uniform.
yeah, that's
I ain't gonna
not.
lie though, you've been surprising me. So like a lot of things you've
This
been
is
saying
not
is
my
kind
little
of taking
pony.
away your points.
This is not my little pony.
Your good
Unicorn.
guy points, like they slowly been, you know, going down in percentage.
Sound like a shot, but I
Not at
guess.
all.
I guess. But for people that may think like you though, Tay, how so I always will ask, like, how does that affect would that even affect you from having a real, like, whenever the time is right, um having a relationship that's solid but that doesn't compromise or you don't have to sacrifice? Like, how does that work? Like, you want to be with somebody but you don't want to be with somebody. Like, how does that work for you when you get older, or if you really want to start preparing yourself for
I
marriage?
mean, it gets harder. My belief is the longer you are alone, the more you get used to being alone. You might like the company of someone, but once you get used to being you in your space, doing what you want to do, you don't have to question nobody, you don't have to communicate with nobody. It gets hard to get in a relationship and say, I'm going to do all these things that I haven't been doing. It's also at times possibly uncomfortable
Mm.
to go
So
from texting a person every now and then, even once a day or twice a day, or having a phone conversation once a day, when that goes to, okay, now we're in a relationship and we decide, hey, we're going to go on a date 3 times a week and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, you have to be ready to position yourself to eliminate time for all the things that you used to invest time in, to invest it in someone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy my alone time. Just laying in my bed, the TV could be off, and I just have my phone in my hand. That's my time.
okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy that more than anything else. I
okay.
do. Be honest with you. That's me. That's my bubble. That's where I keep my sanity.
Is that your safe space?
It is. It's definitely my safe space.
Okay. So, in other words, what would it take for, like, whenever you're ready? What do you feel like you would have to do, or anybody that may think the same logic as you? Like, what does it take for you to get out of that space, if any? Do you think there's a little bit of compromising? Because what if somebody just come and just sweep you off your feet, and you know that they really want to take that next step with you? Do you feel like that'll be a problem? Is that something you can work with?
It's not going to be a problem, but it is going to be an adjustment.
Okay. This is something foreign.
Nowadays, when you deal with people, you come in a situation where they already have something going on as well. So now
Exactly.
you're trying to combine two lifestyles, two different schedules, two different possibly time zones. It's a lot of different things that can go into that. And when you try to rearrange some things, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it can turn your best friend into somebody that you hate. Things can turn for a left when you start talking about a relationship. Like it's just fine when you going and chilling and you randomly hit a person up, hey, what you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna come over and chill if you ain't got nothing going on. Then when you're in a relationship and I was like, well, okay, so you will never have time for me. But back then it was different. I could just slide through back and forth. It didn't matter. But once you get in that relationship, you feel like you're a priority. And that person feels like they're a priority to you. And sometimes those wires, when they cross wrong, boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take. I think we all have situations, including me, where we invest time into things that we so used to, especially, of course, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been single for a little minute. And
what's a little minute? Let's give us a time.
Uh,
Just in case your ex-girlfriend want to come in the comments and be like, girl, we was just together.
Oh, wow. Nah, I would say relationship wise, like actually being in a full blown committed relationship, it's been probably between 4-5 years. Yeah, it's been a minute. But also, even on the path of what I'm taking now, learning to communicate with somebody, learning to express my thoughts, which I do have somebody that I'm learning that with. Yes, I do. Don't roll your eyes. You can put your eyes up. Right now, I have somebody that I'm truly interested in, and that I've taken a self, a long look in the mirror and took accountability. Okay. And that was the first step. Now, understand, I still have a long way to go because I'm kind of like you in a sense of time invested, but it's not like you said, you like to do certain things and you're accustomed to that. My schedule is when I come home, of course, if I make sure my people good or whatever like that. You hear me? But at the same time, though, I like to play ball, which everybody knows, which I play every Thursday. I also got the podcast that I do on Tuesdays. I got this wonderful podcast that we're on right now that's definitely going to blow up soon because of you and Zig. But I also try to balance my time out to make sure that, hey, I can also spend time. And that's another thing I'm trying to learn, Tay, is like some days especially working, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but working these 12, 13-hour shifts, which I know you and Zig know very well. I'm not going to lie to you. Like somebody might be like, well, let's go hang out. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm down for it. And when you get home and you take that shower and you relaxing, you be like, yeah, I'm not for it.
So my thing is, when you get to that point,
right?
For me, is it a point that you incorporate them into, like, okay, well, hey, maybe you just come here and we chill, or maybe I just come over and chill versus actually going do something.
And that's another thing I had to just, and it's not a far travel. It's just I just be so tired. I don't want to leave the house once I come in the house.
Oh, so she don't live that far from you, is what you're saying?
No, not at all. But at the same time, though, I mean, I have
a question. Does she watch the show? Does she comment every now and then?
I'm pretty sure she's watching the show now. Probably not commenting though. But yeah.
Okay.
But that's no problem. You can be curious all you want. No problem. We here to be real. And I told you. Yes. So if you want to know, yes. But at the same time, though, it's like.
So you know she watching, or you think she watching?
I think she's watching. I don't know for sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she is watching, but maybe she's busy doing, important things, bossing up. I don't know. But anyway.
What does she do? You want to tell us a little something about her or no?
Man, look, this is not no damn dating profile of Sean. Like,
I'm just curious to know.
That's cool.
Now you know Sean. Now wait. You know one thing it is. We are definitely curious into your relationship life. You know
one thing people gotta know.
Because when it was me, When it was me and mine, oh, you was all in it. You wanted all details. Oh yeah, you was in it. No, nah.
Oh shit. Actually, I didn't. You the one that kind of told us about it,
Oh wow,
about him. So I'm just saying.
that is
But
crazy. You ain't,
if
you
you
ain't,
if
you
you
ain't at
should
no
know,
point
if you
question.
want to know more, she's an entrepreneur. She does a lot of great things within the city, within the community. She's very respected.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you need to know. And if you know, you know. How about that?
I know
If you
now.
know, you
Once you
know.
say that, I know. But okay,
Yes.
appreciate you.
Hey, right. But
I
anyway,
just
I
have
didn't
to
get it.
confirm.
You can confirm. I'm not. Once again, this is something that I'm learning to communicate, to take accountability, to take the step forward. Being alone, or say like not being in a real relationship, instead of these situationships, it is foreign territory because now you entering a territory of, all right, now how do I get back into being that person I was when I was in a deep relationship? You might
Yeah,
have been hurt. You
yeah.
might have dealt with some type of situation where you be like, damn, I know how to do this. I know how to be faithful and I know how to love that woman. I know that I know I can do it. It's just
So
like,
my
damn. Now you got
my
to kind of
question
cut.
is, do you
Go
feel
ahead.
like you've gotten over your past?
Yes, I have. I learned a lot from the past. I don't regret anything that happened to me or anything that did happen to me in my past with other women. Like I don't even regret them. That's life lessons. You learn from them. And some things probably didn't even go bad. It was just the timing wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So you live and you learn. You can't, like I said, I don't hold grudges, and I'm not that type of person to be like, oh, that's fucked up. I'm just not that. I'll be like, well, you doing what's making you happy. Okay, we let that go. Now I gotta focus on me, focus on what I want to do as far as like getting my life better, career-wise, or whatever I'm trying to do, podcast, whatever. Move forward. Keep pushing forward. But once again, I'm trying to build towards something and stop getting in the way of my own blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I can be like, yeah, I could do this and I'm willing to do that. And then sometimes I'll slack up and I'll be like, now I'm reverting back to the old ways. Now we back to square one. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that could be very tiring. I'm not gonna lie to you. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I do it. It's just me because I be so invested into other things and not making that particular person a priority. And that's
Yeah.
something that that's something I'm not perfect. That is
Mm-hmm.
something that I am working on. And it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying, yeah, Sean, you can do it. All you gotta do is just do it. Yes, but it does take a minute to get adjusted to that because you probably can do it, Tay, but you're probably not used to somebody really like giving you that, like, damn, this person really sees
Correct.
a future with me. And not
Right.
saying I don't see a future with them. It's just that you've been alone or you've been in, well, I've talked to this person. And like you said, I chill with them and that was about it. It was nothing serious. You ain't even crossed the line with that person. That was just somebody you felt comfortable with in the moment that just
Right.
made you feel like, yeah, I'm done. Like, yeah, I had a good time, but I guess you could say I used that person for their company to kind of bring me a little bit of peace of my chaotic world by myself. But at the end of the day, I don't want to go into the future of what I know is possibly coming my way. And especially if somebody sees deep down potential in you and they giving you the blueprint of how you can even make more money, how you can even propel into becoming bigger than what you think you can. And if somebody is telling you like, I got you on this way, and I don't give a damn how long it takes, then you
Mm-hmm.
kind of got to sit back and think about it. Like, well, damn, ain't nobody else I've ever dealt with or I've dealt with in the past. Yeah, they did it, but this person is really like, I understand where you're at. Like, I understand what you're dealing with. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? But guess what? I get it. And we're going to make a way through. Like, we're going to find a way through it. And I'm not saying it's going to take years, but if somebody's willing to be like, I understand, and we're going to do this together, why not take that opportunity? You know what I'm saying? At least to see where it goes, to say, hey, because what is it out there today that we gonna find? I'm just saying, what the dating revolving door is the same shit
It is.
over and over again.
It is.
What's your favorite color? What you like to do on the week? All right, man. You know what? Hey, you know what I'm
That's the
saying?
truth, though. That is the truth.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of like I think everybody wants it more than need because I don't think nobody needs like that's a personal choice. Saying that you need somebody, I ain't gonna say
That's
that.
a good one. Do you feel like a person's body count is important?
Oh, uh, shit. I mean, yeah, I will. I ain't gonna sugarcoat none. I think so. But what are we talking about?
But
Like,
I mean, she have to learn from experience, correct?
correct. Don't a man gotta learn from experience too?
So that's what I'm saying. Why? So now we asking the question: why does her body count matter?
I mean, I feel like this. Ain't nothing that I can do. And I ain't gonna lie. I hate when people do this. They be like, if you fooling with somebody, they be like, well, damn, they used to mess with
Mm-hmm.
all these people.
Yeah.
Tay, I'm at the point now, and I'm not speaking for me. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying in general, you like who you like. I don't know what that person may bring to the table or what it is that attracted you to that person, but maybe that person is not the person that they was in the past. Like what they did in the past, they probably was just wilding. It is what it is. I can't
Mm-hmm.
control. That's just like saying, for instance, the girl or the woman that you're marrying, and she probably kissed, I don't know, 20 dudes in the past. That's gonna stop you from kissing your bride at the altar. I'm just
No,
saying
of
for men out
course
there,
not.
not you, Tay.
Right.
But I'm just saying,
I
oh
get what you're
man,
saying.
but I'm saying, Tay, like how, man, but she probably got this, and I'm not gonna speak on that on this channel because we already know where I'm going with it. But I'm just saying,
Correct.
man, but this and that, and man, you don't know what they did. Hey, whatever float. If that person makes you happy, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Everybody's gonna have their 2 cents to put in the pot, and they're gonna say
That's
this,
true.
that, and the third. So ultimately, it's not their happiness. They just telling you, look, man, this is what it is. Okay, well, I still like her. I want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's you. I'm not going to, and especially if you my partner and you say, man, I met this girl and I might know things about her, but I might say, does she make you happy?
Right.
And he might be like, man, I never met nobody like that in my life. All I can, and it's not hating because some people take it off as hate. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
about hate. And it's more like, look, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like what you say is in a lose-lose situation. Because if you tell somebody something, it's kind of like, well, damn, you hating. But then if they hear from somebody else, but you knew and you my best friend, well, goddamn,
Yeah.
what the hell do you want? So I'd rather you just know from the get-go and let you
Mm-hmm.
know from a real friend or a real brother, like, look, I'm just saying, bro, I'm just, how the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? Especially in New Orleans. I'm just saying, if she make you happy, I'm all for you. Like, man, congratulations. You got my support. As long as you know, keep that in the back of your mind. And vice versa. I'm pretty sure your home girls, your sisters, they gonna tell you, man, he dated Asia and
Yeah.
Tasha and
That
all
is
them.
true. That's
But
true.
you might be like, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
something about that person that makes you feel happy with him, right? So you're
Yep.
gonna be like, that's me. That's just like I'm not gonna tell somebody about a job position, and I might be like, man, don't do that, man. They're gonna work the fuck out you. But you can only you got to go through that and find out yourself. That's
True.
all.
Because that might work for you. Just because it
Right.
doesn't work
That
for
might
me doesn't mean.
exactly. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think it's all about what you want. You want to be
Mhm.
with somebody, go for it. But I don't think nobody needs somebody. Like you need people in your life, of course. But to say you need somebody or you need to be in a relationship, that's kind of like your own opinion. Because they probably got people that's probably perfect with just mingling and for the rest of their life. Because that's what
Right.
makes them happy. They don't have to answer to nobody. They ain't got to worry about all this, back and forth arguing and worrying if I go out. Whatever floats your boat. That's all it is. It's all about your own happiness. That's why I'm mad with that. You know what I'm saying? Ziggy, I need you to come back. We need to read some of these comments, bro. What the people talking
Yes,
about?
sir. The people
Oh, hold
is
up, Zay. Before we get
what's
to the
up?
people, I need your perspective, bro. Like,
What's up?
I want your 2 cents. Does body count? Well, you're in a marriage situation. I'm sorry. Before you got
Yeah.
married, though, I'm just saying hypothetically, did body counts, did body counts kind of count towards you dating with somebody?
I would say to an
And
extent
okay,
it did because
all
I
right.
mean that'll let you know like the tendencies of that person. I don't know, like sometimes
Hmm,
people just a little reckless. So like
okay.
sometimes just like I think we used this example before, like with a job application, past
Mm-hmm.
does matter. So if someone is a cashier and they stole from the last 3 jobs they worked at and
Mm-hmm.
then they're applying at your store, you gonna still hire them? Oh no, they don't. That's in the past. Nah, bro, the tendencies and things add up. So you can't just say, "Oh
That's a
well." So
point.
I'll just say, it's in certain situations, it does matter. So I will say, that does matter to an extent, but at the end of the day, we all grown.
That's what I say.
Is what
And
it
all right. What the
don't really matter.
what the community talking about? Because I see some people in here. I know they got some jokes going on, bro. What's going on?
Ev said, "Forget that body count. Nobody wants to." I don't know.
On
That's
to
how they.
what?
I don't know, bro. Just excuse me.
All
Nobody
right, here we
wants
go.
to know the. Okay, nobody wants to know the body count.
All right. So what does it really? It's really who's that?
I would say to. I want to say it really don't. At the end of the day, it really don't.
It
But
don't.
at the sin, it's like
It don't
I
on
mean,
it.
the who's no, the who's
yeah.
matters. The body count doesn't matter. The oh, you did that with who?
I see
Yeah,
what T mean.
I ain't-
Okay, yeah, I got
yeah,
you.
that's what she's saying.
That's fair too. That's fair too.
It's who you did, not how
Right.
many you did.
Dang, that's
Uh,
a good one. That's a good twist to that.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a fact.
All right. Okay. So everything is off limits, though, right? Is that now? That's another question. How do you feel if somebody in your close circle, you dated somebody for years and you broke up with them and you haven't spoken to them in years, and somebody said, "Well, I'm dating such and such," but you know him, Tay? How would you feel if? Not
I mean,
saying you probably have them
if
type
they're in
of
your
people,
circle,
but
you would know that, huh?
Wait, what you're saying is if I dated somebody and then
if you
years down the
dated
line,
somebody
somebody
for
I know,
let's just
one
say
of
you
my
dated for
friends
some.
dated them,
Is the friend? Are you more mad at the friend, or are you mad at the person that they dated that you dated in the past?
I'm definitely more mad at my friend. The person
Okay.
I dated,
That's
I don't feel
interesting.
like they really owe me no loyalty. My friend, I feel like we need to sit down
Mm,
and have a conversation. And it's not
okay.
to say that it is or isn't a problem because it's been situations where like people I've conversed with, not necessarily dated, like one of
Mm-hmm.
my friends will come and be like, yeah, because such and such and such try to holler at me. I'm not the type that's like, oh yeah, well, they tried to holler at me too back in the day. That's not me. Because just because I didn't want to talk to them and that didn't work for me to deal with them, don't mean it might not work for you. So I'm
That's
not going to throw salt unless it's a situation that I really have a feeling in, if that makes sense.
okay. So that brings up another interesting point. Forget the dating then. If somebody hollered at you and you kind of turned them down, but they hollered at one of your friends and your friends kind of gave them play, you wouldn't
Hmm.
feel
No.
no type of
I just
weight.
shut them down.
Mm-mm.
Zay,
No.
but bro,
I see where you going with it though,
so where
but
I'm going with it is that's the thing I be trying to understand. Now,
you
good,
said
I'm,
no.
but I stand on loyalty, and
Great.
I'm
Correct.
not gonna lie to you. Real talk, I'm all about principles and morals, and I really stand on this. And that's just like me saying, "Oh, if my partner really like stopped fooling with, like, never had the girl probably was not interested in him, but she came and like wanted to deal with me on some shit, like." I don't know. I just can't talk to somebody that I know you had some type of relationship. I don't care what it was. It just that's my partner. I stand on loyalty. It's a respect thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, most people be like, "Hey, I, I don't care. Like you wasn't really with that person,
Everybody is different because I just had a
right?"
conversation with somebody. I'm gonna say, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday about that. And they was just like, well, me and them didn't work out. It didn't matter if I want. And I was like, nah. Like my
Mm,
thing, I'm the type that if I feel like me conversing with someone, knowing that they've conversed with someone else, could
Mm-hmm.
possibly be an issue. I'm not going that route.
Mm-hmm.
And by New Orleans being so small and knowing so many people, is very limited on who I can converse with or deal with, because hey, I know this person that may have known that person that could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
If I start conversing with somebody and I realize they know somebody that I know, my first thing is I'm gonna be real with them. Hey, look, how do you know this person?
Right.
Because depending on what your answer is, depends on if we're gonna continue this conversation or not. I'm not the type to try to go into. I've made that mistake before, and I'm not the type at this point now in my life to go into a situation that something could be a problem down the line. I ain't dealing with it. Been there, done it. Not dealing.
I mean, like I said, I stand on loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if one of my partners, you know how it is when you be cool with somebody, like say like your partner dating somebody and you cool with them, like, man, that's the happy couple. And y'all, y'all one big family, you cool with them, but they stop talking, but that person might hit you up and be like, hey, friend, like,
We not friends. Me and
that,
Romeo
and
ain't
that's
never.
that's the thing. That's the thing that I think like people take out of context too. Because some people feel like, hey, you knew me before I met that person, so you should fall back and you shouldn't have no type of conversation with them or not. But I feel like some people be like, well, fuck, that's my opportunity. Slick slide. They may be like, man,
And you have a lot of
a lot of snakes. That's what I would say.
right.
Real friends don't do shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying, once again, it all depends on the situation. Some of them be like, man, we just cool. We just not together. That can happen. But if y'all had a bad fallout at that, and you talking about, yeah, well, such and such, that's a sticky situation. Now you putting me in the middle of something that's
But
really
like
not none of my business neither.
for me, I'm one of those
You
type
know?
of people. Like even if it's my friend's friend that dated somebody, I'm kind of like with it. Reason why
Okay.
is because at some point you and this person have to cross paths, and it's not to say that you owe them any loyalty. But my thing is, with 50,000 million people on this earth, you really think your soulmate is somebody that close that you know that you have access to say he might be my soulmate? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would skip over that person looking at somebody. Reason why is because it could be a situation where she really has feelings in the situation, and now I see the side eye when I come around. And my thing is, I don't technically owe you no loyalty, but I have my respect and my boundaries of if something could later cause a conflict, I'd rather not deal with it. There are other options out here that won't have that attachment to it.
Okay. I mean, like I said, you got people out here, you'll be surprised, and I feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth backstabbing one of your friends for somebody that could possibly do you
Agreed.
dirty. Like what's the outcome? You rather lose a friendship where somebody got your back 100%, whether you right or wrong, for somebody that might possibly that you don't know nothing. Like you just know off of physical. And I think that's the tricky part. You don't know this person on a mental level. You're attracted to that person on a physical level to the point where you just like, man, I want that person on a sexual, intimate level. But what do you really know about them? You rather trade that in for somebody that's been there for you through thick and thin, solid friendship, no questions asked. If you say, man, I'm broke and I need $200 to hold me, what? Bet. Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay. No question. They're not asking you what the money for. That's real. You don't throw away solid friendships for that type of shit.
Right.
That's the type. I'm just saying. But you got snakes that do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do shit like that. If your friend dated with somebody, that's off limits. Like that's even if somebody say, I don't care if you do date them. I can't speak for, I don't speak for all men. And I'm not saying all men do this, but I can only speak for me. Even if my partner was to say, I don't give a damn, I can't do that because you that's somebody you dealt with for years and y'all got
Right.
memory. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. What the comment says, Zay? I wanna catch up on
Listen,
some
we
of the
got Anthony Martin. He says if you care about a friend dating an ex after months or years after a breakup, you still have feelings for them. Then it shouldn't
No,
matter. You moved
I
on.
disagree. I disagree
Uh-oh.
with that.
All right,
Disagree with
talk.
that wholeheartedly.
Okay,
Mm.
why? Why is that?
There are boundaries, and I feel
Mhm.
like as friends, when it comes to that aspect of it, you don't cross those boundaries. You do
Okay.
not, under any circumstances, cross that boundary. You
Mm.
don't, because you fall into a situation where I hate to say it, you can say you're over a person, and then they're around you with their friend, and then that's a situation that could come back and entangle, intertwine again. As a friend, I wouldn't even want to be in that position that something so little can trigger you back to a person, and now y'all all in a situation.
Mhm.
Once again, it's 50,000 million people out here. There's no way that you should have to dibble and dabble with who your friend is dealing with. I feel like that's really and truly, honestly, a nigga answer.
Okay.
Because men really feel like that's okay. Well, I mean, me and your partner ain't work out, but they don't have nothing to do with me and you. What? It has a lot to do with me and you, and it has a lot that's not going to be between me and you. It's just that simple.
But what about
That
earlier? Sean said what if they rejected him?
If they
So
rejected them, that's different.
someone shot their shot, they got rejected. They don't like, okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to this
that's
your
fair.
buddy
That's
over
fair
here.
game. I mean, once again, I'm in New Orleans. We in New Orleans right now. It's not many people you gonna run into and be like, oh hey, and there's nobody that you know that they possibly even try to talk to. It's very rare. It's very rare. Now, how far the situation went, that determines what can go from there.
Mm. Okay.
That's just my belief.
I mean, like
Brittany
I
says
said,
that's basic respect. My bad. What you saying, Sean?
It is. It's
fine. It
respect.
is. No, it is. It's basic respect.
You have to set boundaries and you have to know your friends. Like at times, I felt like really and truly, honestly, I hung with people at times that were jealous of things that I had going on. Like it is
Mm.
jealous because the person's trying to talk to me and I talk to them. Like I've experienced that in my time. So that's when you realize, you know what, I gotta let this situation go because it's not for me. And people don't
Mm.
realize like when you learn a lesson, you gotta learn it and act accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is.
I mean,
You said
at
fool
the
me
end of
once, shame on me, and then you gonna repeat the same issue.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Didn't
think
learn
it's
from it.
yeah, but like I said, bro, it's just like you said, you live in New Orleans and Zig stay in Baton Rouge, of course, but we
I'm in
all
New
know.
Orleans.
All right, well, you part of New Orleans. I give you that.
Yeah, I'm in New Orleans. They'll know
All right,
I'm
all
at.
right,
I'm in
all right.
Lafayette.
No, you're not in Lafayette.
Not you trying to disclose where you at.
I mean, shit, it ain't like they gonna
BR is
find.
just like New Orleans. He would if he wasn't married, he would just be something new in BR.
Facts.
But BR is just like New Orleans. It's nothing different. Everybody in
Facts.
Southern know everybody.
That is
Mostly
very
everybody
true.
was in Southern in Baton Rouge. So it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess. Anyway, though,
I mean,
what else I
that's
wanted
a
to?
fair statement.
I guess it is. I mean, Tay knows best. I guess
You know that already.
I, I guess.
You can tell when I grew up when I changed my name from that. That's when I was like, we gotta grow up, Taylor.
TayTalks.
Now I'm
Tay Talk.
TayTalks because I talk.
Yeah. All right. So before we I wanted to touch bases with you, Tato. And I know a lot of people don't like to, and it's the crazy thing. We don't talk enough about it. I know Zig brought it up last episode, but I feel like before we end tonight's
Oh, I got you.
conversation, and it was good to have Tay on because I want her perspective as well. But we definitely got to put and shine more light on the perspective of this month as far as like men's mental health awareness. Tay, I know women have the same thing for them as well. Um, but of course, I'm gonna let you go first, Tay. And then I'll let Zig and whatever order. Um, what is the importance? Why should this be? Because I feel like it's not being talked enough, and I feel like us men a lot is on our shoulders, and it's not to say that we can't, we can't take the pressure, or we can't take the duties of what a real man is supposed to do, which is be a protector or provider. But of course, that our mental health gets ignored tremendously, because it just feels like we're not supposed to show no signs of weakness. We can't show no emotions. Now you're telling us we can, but we're getting criticized for it. It's a lot on our shoulder. Well, you're supposed to do this. This is supposed to be your duties. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're still humans. Just like you have actors and athletes, and we think they superheroes, all these famous people that got the spotlight on them 24/7. We just expect them to have this perfect life. And those be the main ones fighting these secret battles. And I feel like men at times, with the pressure of just trying to do what's right, what they need to do and handle their business as a man, it can break a man down. It really can. So Tate, from a woman's perspective, how important should this month, or not even just this month, men's health, mental health should be shined to the light? Like, what's your perspective from a woman's perspective on this topic?
So I would say it starts off as far as man, it starts off as a child. As a
Mhm.
man, you're taught to get up. You're a big boy. You don't cry. Boys don't cry. And from that, as you get older, the standard for you to be so strong, not be vulnerable, not show emotions, it gets higher and higher and higher and higher. You say something expressing yourself a little too much, you're too sassy. You do something in a certain way that's not of someone else, you could possibly be labeled as gay. Like there are things that as a male, as a young age, you're wired to say that you should not be this way. Now it takes a woman dating you to open the door for you to express your feelings without being judged. But then you also have some women that go into the bubble of, well, he's weak because he feels like this. And he told me he felt like that. So he's not a strong man as he should be or that I would want. So you fall into that bubble where, as a man, you're scared to express yourself because of how you feel people would judge you. So now you're just taking everything in. How often do you hear a man say, I'm going to therapy? How often do you hear a man even say, you know what, I really need to talk to somebody? Even if it's not a therapist, whether they have something going on and they just want to discuss it with someone. It's not often that you hear that. And it's not often that you hear that because as a man, you was taught to take it all in and just deal with it. You're supposed to accept it for how it is. Yeah, you may be feeling like this inside, but you, as a man, you keep it in and you move it forward.
Mhm.
So a people in general don't take it serious because a man is not expressing himself to say that something is wrong. Like I dated people and I had to pull it out of them to say, I know something wrong. Something is wrong. What is the problem? And it was like pins and needles trying to dig it out of them because a man is wired. I'm a man. I'm not supposed to express myself. I'm not supposed to say when I'm going through something. I'm not supposed to say when my mood is off. And that's unfortunate. So it's not taken serious because we as people have the understanding that, well, some people have the understanding that a man is not supposed to be able to express himself. A man is just a man. He do the job. He do what need to be done, and that's it. Versus a woman, I could flip out, act a fool, and this and the other. The first thing they can say is, "Oh, she needs to go to the psych ward, or she needs to go see a therapist, or she needs to go talk to someone." But when a man is off and he's to himself and he's not really social and he's like in a shell of not wanting to be bothered, nobody is really asking, "Well, what's wrong? Why is he different from what he used to be?" So
Mhm.
not taken seriously because in the beginning, it's written as a man should not, this is a chapter that a man shouldn't go through. It should only be a woman going through emotions and depressions, and only a woman should express that she's experiencing that, not a man.
Valid
Mhm.
points.
Normal to it.
Great points.
Like
Zay,
raising a son, I really have to have the understanding of it's okay for him to cry. It's okay for him to whine. Not all the time, but just like you would do a little girl. It shouldn't matter the gender of how you handle them when they're a certain way, if that makes sense. You should handle them both accordingly.
I appreciate that, T. That was
Mm-hmm.
some good points. Zig, I want to give you the flow, big bro. What's
Oh
your
yeah,
go
I
ahead and
always I always come in with the numbers behind everything. So this is according to Mental Health America (MHA). Shout out to them for putting this together. So behind the numbers, there's 151 million men in America, and they're saying that 6 million of them are affected by depression each year.
Mhm.
1 in 5 adults experience a mental health problem each year, and that goes depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, psychosis, eating disorders, unaliving themselves, the S word, um, alcohol dependency. So people become dependent on alcohol and other substances, military veterans, people
Mhm.
of different sexual orientations. Um, this even goes to what Tay was saying. Men are less likely than women to seek help for depression, substance abuse, and stressful life events due to social norms, reluctance to talk, and even downplaying symptoms. So that even brings the thought of just like health in general. So I want to ask a lot of the men that's watching right now, when was the last time you guys went to the doctor to get checked? When was the last time y'all go and stay on top of your health? I notice a lot of guys, they just muscle we muscle through things. We don't go to the doctor. I had a buddy that I work with. He hasn't been to the doctor in years. Oh nah, man, I just take some medicine from CVS and keep it moving. I gotta work. I gotta pay these bills. I said, bro, you gotta take care of yourself, bro. You wearing yourself
Mhm.
out. Nah, bro, because I gotta take my wife. Well, we got this trip that she want to go to. So it's all this pressure that is being created by all these expectations. You gotta make sure the wife good. You gotta make sure the kids are good. You got job expectations. Hey, you got don't forget that report got to be ready for Friday. Don't forget we got that inspection coming up. Hey, I'm gonna be late for. Why you sure you working late again today? Like, so everybody is in this tug of war of trying to keep everybody happy and pleasing everybody, and there is not usually uh I guess normalized outlet for a lot of men. At least that's how it feels.
Right.
Mm.
Even to Tay's point earlier, if a kid cries, what's the first thing they say? Well, you even see it, Sean, if you probably see like young men, learning basketball or something. Man, stop crying. You sound like a girl. Stop crying like
Yeah.
a girl. Bro,
Mhm.
I got elbowed in the throat. It hurt.
Right.
It's like certain things like that. Like it's just having that outlet.
Mhm.
Even with and this is another subject that I think we've talked about before, but you see these videos online where men will be getting the sonic rings beat out of them by their spouse or significant other, stuff like that. All he got to do is be like, yo, stop. They be about to jump on him. He be like, bruh, I'm just gonna just take this abuse. So it's like it's never that equality with certain things in terms of how um we approach the tenderness of like males. Like, and then the one time a man does speak up, all right, man, you all right. It gets dismissed. He like, okay, I'll never open up again. So if a man opens up to you, this is to everybody that's listening right now. You got to understand how long it probably took for him to even get to that point to even say, you know what, man, like, man, I'm really feeling alone or something like that. And then for you just to shoo him off, expect him to completely shut down. This is probably going to take months or even years to even potentially get him to open up like that again.
Right.
Because being a man, you're used to getting your hand slapped. No, don't touch that. Don't. You're always being told, don't do this, don't do that, don't go here, don't go there. Just and we're always being told what to do, what not to do, how to act, how not to act, doing different things like that. But no one thinks to be like, what do I think? You know, and I think that's what's going on with a lot of guys. They feel like what they think, what they say, how they feel doesn't matter. No matter how hard I work, somebody could just take it like this. No matter
Right.
how hard I do, no matter how hard I try to, you know, even with situations we see with guys with kids, no matter how hard I try to go see my kids, they won't let me, or the system won't let me. Like, it's so many different scenarios that I can get into with that, but we'll be here all day.
Mhm.
I'm gonna read a few comments and I'm gonna pass the baton to you, Sean. Lala said men voices need to be heard and should be able to open up without being judged. And that's something we talked about before. Like, you know what, I really feel like this, or like feel like X, Y, and Z. And then somebody say, oh, interesting. Save that. And then 2 weeks later, throw it back up in your face. So, you
Right.
know, things like that, people be scared to open up without being judged, like Lala said. What's up, boy Clutch right here? He said, that's why I rarely turn down conversations, because you never know what a person is going through, especially when they're venting. Hey, that's a good point, man, because you never know. You might be aggravated, somebody shooting that text to you, 10:30. Hey, bro, you up? Yeah, what's up, bro? And then all of a sudden, you never know that might be the last moment somebody's reaching out before they do something silly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I tried to reach out to Sean, and he was for all we know, Sean was asleep, but that person might, and that's the
Probably
thing
was.
with guys, we gotta learn to. It's like shaking up a Coke bottle. You wait until things build up, build up, build up, build up, and then the moment you do try to act on it, it's too late because you waited too long. So I think that's one of the things that we got to get to. I do appreciate, even though I feel like it's not being talked about enough, the fact that it is being talked about. Maybe not enough, but I never heard about no stuff like this growing up in the 90s, early 2000s about men's mental health. You know, it
Mhm.
was almost like the previous generation was like a myth. Oh, you depressed? Go outside and work then. That'll cure your depression.
Right.
You know, tough it up. When I was growing up, because they didn't really have all that. So I think it's kind of cool that we identifying that and letting people know that it's okay to go seek help.
Mm, mhm. Well, y'all both made some great points as far as the mental health aspect for men. Um, I think most importantly, the reason why I feel like this topic, and that's the crazy part. We always glorify negativity, and we applaud all this bad energy and stuff that we see on social media.
Yeah.
But when we actually have platforms, which I know I enjoy this platform because it gives us a voice to speak out on issues, not just men's or women's mental health, and it's everybody's mental healthness. And I feel like, once again, men is taught to be tough no matter what.
Mhm.
This even comes from not even women, but men as well. Men will be like, man, you're a man. You're not supposed to have feelings. You're not supposed to have emotions. Take that shit and whatever you're dealing with, grow the fuck up, grow a pair of nuts, and get back to doing what you need to do. Man, look, let me tell you something straight up. Men are just not providers and protectors, right? That's the main
Mhm.
two things that people bring up. Go ahead before I go, Zig. Before I
Brittany
go.
said, I wonder where this tough it up attitude came from. And then Cole says, back to the doctor part that we discussed earlier. Some men and women don't like to go to the doctor because the fear of they'll find something.
Well,
Whether
that's two true points. With what Brittany said, the mentality, the tough attitude comes from the beginning of birth.
Mm-hmm.
You have a son is different from having a daughter. Like when you have a son, it's oh you a boy, get up. It's not a oh son, let me hold you, let me comfort you to let you know that it's okay and I'm here for you. It's totally different. So that's why when it comes to parenting a son, as women, we have to parent a little different.
Mm-hmm.
The dad is like, "Oh, get up. You all right. I get that." But then also it's a time where you have to say, you know what? No, I have to comfort him. And I feel like that's the difference between a mom parenting and a dad parenting. And that's when we go back to why kids should be in a two-parent household. Because they need both. They
Mm-hmm.
need a fine balance of both. But then both parents also have to be on the same page to say, hey, we're not going to do him this. You went through that. We're not going to put him through that. You've
Mm-hmm.
experienced this. You had a problem when this happened to you. You know what you went through in this situation. We're going to make sure that he's not in that situation or in that position or feeling like that.
Right.
All
So
that
that's where that comes
beating
from.
kids stuff. I'm
Right.
also, I know that's another conversation too, but
And the
Right.
doctor part, don't nobody want to go to the doctor. Every time I go to the doctor, my pressure is
you
skyrocketing.
still go though.
That is
That's
That's
true.
the
the thing.
thing.
That
That's
is
the
You
true.
difference,
still
though.
go though.
Yeah.
You're going to
A
the
lot of
doctor
guys do
for,
not go to the
yeah.
doctor.
I
You
go
go
and
to
then
the doctor.
I'm sitting there and my pressure is probably high from sitting there thinking that my pressure is going to be high and I'm going to be on a new pill and they're going to try to put me in a hospital. Like my mind go all over the place because I suffer with high blood pressure.
But sometimes though, some of those things don't even require pills. I think it requires, maybe it'd be something as
Diet.
simple as maybe you need to put more meditation in your life, or like you said, me
I
time.
agree.
Go,
Mine is stress. I
yeah,
know what it
go
is.
somewhere. Like dedicate some type of time, whether that's you reading the Bible, lighting a candle, music, writing poetry, journal, whatever the case may be. Of course, the first thing they say is, "Oh, we're gonna put you on, give you this new medication," and now you got
Yep.
to deal with all these side effects and stuff like that. But as far as the men, like I said, back to the mental health part, you know, us men, the main two things are providers and protectors. But a lot of people don't understand what else. And it's no knock on women because women are phenomenal and they in the same shoes as us too. But as far as like what men deal with, we are somebody's mentor. Even though we probably got our own children, think about it like if you coaching a basketball team or a football team, you might also be father figures to those kids that may look up to you as a father figure, and you don't want to let them down. And you got other people that's depending on you as a brother, or you are one of the people that gives advice and stuff like that. It's a lot of pressure on a
Mm-hmm.
man day in and day out. And I'm not saying, oh man, these are the excuses. It's not excuses, it's reality. Can you really think about if you got to deal with all this, I got to find a way to pay bills. I got to make sure that my wife's taken care of. I got to make sure the children good. Anything gets broken around the house, that's my responsibility. And guess what? There are a lot of men out here that takes that challenge where they make sure the household is good. They pay the bills. They spend time with their children. They spend time with their wife. Ziggy brought up the part of job. You go to job, that's a whole different. Now you got that to deal with alongside with the shit you thinking about in the back of your mind while you're at work. Sometimes men can break down and they be like, God damn, I don't have nobody to talk to. Yeah, you could talk to your wife, but once again, some men are probably scared to be vulnerable because Tay brought it up, Zig brought it up. Oh, you sensitive. You starting to talk like a woman. But what the hell does that mean?
You sassy. That's the new word they like to say.
Right. You said,
Yes,
I
you
feel like,
fancy.
and I also feel like, us, especially in the black culture, we can't be afraid to speak to your friends. If you know your friends better than the next person do, and you could tell when you speak to them, what's up? Man, what's up, man? Yeah, what up?
Man, you good dog? Yeah.
Instantly.
Red flag.
Now it might not be right then and there, but throughout the day, that person joke, they clown, but you just notice,
The
oh
energy.
yeah. Say, bro, everything good? Yeah, everything good. Nah, dog. If you need to talk, I ain't gonna force it, but if you need to talk, sometimes that outlet can be the difference between a solution for that person to use for whatever situation they're dealing with, or the difference between, damn, at 6:10 p.m., such and such jumped off the bridge and committed suicide. Now you're saying to yourself, well, damn, maybe I should have listened to that person. We can't be afraid as black men to speak our minds and express what's on our. I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of things in this world that affects us. This is not an outlet to be like we can't handle, but it's life. Every day we dealing with bullshit. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen as soon as we step outside this door. For none of us. But I'm just saying, black men in general, we step outside that door is no guarantee that we're coming back alive. And that's just the cold hard facts.
Yeah.
Because who's to say we get stopped by police and just say, oh yeah, it's just something about you we don't like. Now we're not gonna shoot you, but we're gonna suffocate you. That's the cold, harsh reality. I hate to bring that up. It just is what it is. And I just feel like this topic, we can't overlook it no more. We shouldn't dismiss it. And it's just not a month thing. This has to be discussed at every opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Even as the children, the black little children growing up, you know what I'm saying? Instilled it, man, look, it's all right. Now, the whining part, of course, no, we ain't doing all that whining. Tough skin. But if you don't feel like you can't talk to me about any problems that you're dealing with, don't hold that shit in. Let that shit go. If you need to talk, talk to somebody. What's the issue? Man, but you wouldn't understand. Try me. I mean, at this point, don't nothing surprise me. You know what I'm saying? You can't be afraid to talk to your brothers and let them know, look, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I really got something on my mind and I need to talk to somebody. Yeah, we may joke and clown, but come on now. Like trauma, like I said, you might have dealt with something so traumatic to the point where you don't know how to be vulnerable because you feel like that might be the end of your life. Just being vulnerable, somebody might use that against you. I hate to say that, but that's the possibility. And I just feel like at the end of the day, we have to take this shit more seriously. Mental health in general. Don't overlook that shit. I know for sure I don't. You know what I'm saying? I have my moments, but of course, I just pray on it. I kind of, listen to other people's perspective about shit. And I do vent. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be like, man, what's going on? That's one thing about me. I check up on as best as possible. Hey, what's up, dog?
That's
hey,
true.
what's going on?
Got to give
What's
you that
going
credit.
on? Because it's too important. Life is too short,
Yeah,
and
he's gonna check in.
I'm too cool. I'm too cool with a lot of people, and I respect a lot of people, and I know that I got tight bonds with a lot of people. And just a simple, I ain't got to talk to you for no 10, 25 minutes. I'm just calling to check up on you. That's it. If you just say, I'm fine, I'm doing good, I bet. I was just checking. Okay, I'm cool with that. That means you're alive, you're breathing. But I'm pretty sure if you really needed to talk to me, you know my digits. Call them, text. I don't care. Let's meet up. That's just me. I feel like that's very important. Just checking on somebody. You ain't got to check up on them every day because everybody got their own lives. You got your own thing going on. Whatever. Take that one opportunity when you got free time. You're on your phone anyway. You're on social media. I'm pretty sure you see the person.
Might as well chat with them while you looking around on the phone.
Yeah.
There you go. But I just wanted to address that. I appreciate what Tay said. She brought up some excellent points. Of course, Zig. And, I just wanted to just shed some light on that and just take this shit seriously, bro. Like, if you really see somebody going through some shit and you might not just want to get in that person's business, just make sure they good, bro. Because you really don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. Like somebody might be on a verge of really doing something crazy. And that one conversation, just you taking that time out to say, bro, need to talk?
Yeah.
That might be the difference between life and death. I'm so serious. And it's very important that we don't gloss over this and just say, oh, yeah, it's the month. It's meant, all right, whatever. Yeah, we talked about it, but whatever. Let's move on to July. Let's get ready for the next holiday.
Yeah, I've seen it happen, especially guys I've served with in the Army. We've seen it way too many times. Traumatic events and different things like that happen, and people don't know how to have an outlet. So it's just one of those things where you just gotta, don't hold it in, like Sean and everyone's saying, like go, be an outlet. And then if you do try to, talk to somebody and they not give you a time of day, also don't hold it against them either because they might not,
not know how to handle you.
Because I think the term is called trauma dumping or whatever they like to call it, where it's just like just dumping everything on you and it's all these things that's going wrong, and they like, bro, I'm sorry, man, I got so much going on myself, bro. Like, I might seem like I have it together, but whew, I get your AC broke and your all this happened, and then just like, whew, it's a lot. So I get that sometimes people might seem like they're brushing you off, but sometimes you gotta also be mindful of who you're getting ready to vent to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
are they willing to
Listen.
intake all that, even if they're your friends? That they probably going through something as well.
Right. Right. But all right, folks. Of course, man, this was a very interesting episode. I learned a lot from Tay. I ain't gonna lie. I give her props, Zig, just for this episode. She was spitting some
I mean, because she really
couple of
she
gems
got
here.
she got she got a lot going on, man. She made time to, and that's how I always say, people make time
Most
for what they
definitely,
won't make
most
time for.
definitely.
Look,
That's the truth.
She did not disappoint as always,
that's why
But
we appreciate it.
yeah, most definitely. But before we go, I'm always give y'all flowers. And for anybody that's in the chat,
Tay don't
I
like
also
all the
want
flowers.
I forgot, but she's still breathing, so I'm gonna give it
Here
to her
we
anyway.
go. Here we
But
go.
for anybody that's in the chat though, I know we always promoting, of course, Tay got her travel business agency and stuff like that. Definitely
A whole
support her.
agency.
Continuously. Man, look, Tay doing big things. That's what I'm saying. A
Facts.
travel agency. But follow her at Tay Travels if y'all traveling during the summer or anytime.
Oh, I got you.
Hit up my girl.
Yeah.
But for anybody that's in the chat though, for anybody that got a business, fundraiser, I don't care what it is.
Yeah, done catering.
T Done Catering. If you do hair, you DJ. We are not the ones. We're not gonna tell y'all go away. If y'all got something, we're gonna promote it on this channel. That way, because you never know, somebody might need a DJ or a catering service or
That's a fact.
Tay Travels. So y'all support us. We're gonna support y'all as well. So if ever y'all feel free, live episode, y'all want to drop y'all little business, email, contact, y'all can definitely hit me up in the DM. Hit us up in the Let's Hash It Out podcast DMs. Y'all fellas, y'all stay out of Tay's DMs. Don't be just doing that.
She said do it.
At them. No, because that I know Tay know where I'm going with it. They're gonna be like, yeah, I got this DJ. So say, Shorty, what's happening? You hear me? Like,
I need a DJ.
yeah, I'm just saying. So don't hit up her DMs. Go straight to the Let's Hash It Out podcast page, which y'all should be following anyway. Hit that DM up. And then y'all can follow us on Facebook. Hit that DM up as well. Or write us on our page.
Bro.
I'm just saying, that's your wife hiding in the back, trying to sneak on.
Yeah, she been listening the whole episode. That's good. We got another
I mean, I'm in the show. We share our office. You know what I'm saying? So as y'all was saying, like, yours is mine. Look, it's not a man cave no more. It's an office. So she do her real estate stuff back there. So
that's the partnership of business and money making. So that's not a bad thing, though, Zig.
No, it's not a bad thing. But I just be letting know.
Kind of hesitated with that now.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me I'm being too loud and stuff now. Come on now. You're being too loud. I'm on a phone call. Hey, look.
Business is business.
There you go. But once again, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in.
We got another business in the comment if you want to highlight it.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah. Back doing budgets. All right, we'll evaluate it and we'll see if we want to promote it on the next episode. Because I'm just playing.
Oh wow.
Brittany M has doing budgets, hustle and finance. So like, what platform is this on? Is this on Instagram or we on
Instagram?
Okay. Instagram. Okay, most definitely. Well, y'all definitely follow that page. See what
we're about to put on. Hold on, let's see. Hustle.
Oh, yeah, Mike, pull it up right now before we dip. Go ahead, pull up the info.
Hustle in finance. All right,
but we are getting close to the weekend. Anybody got plans this weekend? What y'all got going on?
It's a podcast. Yeah. So this is a podcast. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
I know Tay got something going on this weekend. What you got going on?
Can y'all see this?
I don't have anything going on. You have to blow it up.
Oh, hold on, I got you.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, y'all in BR. Okay, bet. I know some folks in Baton Rouge.
Oh, yeah, really? That's surprising.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see. We got Hustle and Finance Consultants, credit counseling
Instagram
service.
and Facebook.
Instagram
Okay.
and Facebook. Bet.
Mhm.
All right.
Hustle and finance consultant specializing in credit education, credit restoration, and personal budgets. That's the key part right there. Personal budgets. You know what
Let
I'm
me tell
saying?
y'all
Like,
what's funny about this.
yeah, go
This
ahead.
is my blood relative. We have a family group message. This girl ain't never say she do none of this.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Maybe she just didn't want y'all to find out about this shit.
Hold
Must
on, hold on.
didn't.
Man, you know, let me
That
now
is crazy.
But
sitting
that's what's up,
on
man.
knowledge.
That's what's up.
Look at this. We
That's
got
what's up.
posts. Let's see what else is going on here. Countdown. Don't forget your hustle and finance. Every week, if you have chosen to do the $1,200 challenge, go ahead and put up 46. You should leave. This should leave you with 3. So they're doing weekly challenges, holding you accountable. Man, that's what's
dope.
up. I like this. That's really dope. That's fire. And the fact that Tay didn't know about this, that's kind of
That's
dope.
Even
That's
crazier.
crazy.
Wow. That is
Man,
great.
so y'all be talking about men hiding secrets and doing stuff like that, man.
My cousin got a whole side hustle. She ain't
I ain't
never
gonna
tell
talk about
nobody.
that. Y'all got secret businesses.
That part.
Damn. That part.
That is crazy.
That part. But she did say now the key
He
word.
took over.
Hold up. I'm about to say the key word. She did say, I am back to doing this.
She said she's back to doing it. Tay
Okay,
seemed like she didn't know she did
stop
it
y'all
at all.
there. Let me stop you there. I knew her before she had a baby. I still ain't know nothing about all this.
That sounds like a personal issue you got to take up with Brittany. So
Yeah, I'm
I
saying
have
we got
nothing
to
to do with
talk
that.
after this.
Look at this. You talk about fixing credit scores. So people out there with 312 credit scores. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go
That's an
hit up
area code.
Right.
y'all go hit up Brittany.
Right.
Get some of that
But
stuff
that's
off
what's
your
up.
record.
Yeah,
that's
that
what's
is
up, man.
that's dope.
Yes, very dope.
This is the main
Very-
thing. Like when we talk about black people owning stuff and black people having their own, this C word is what's what's prevent us from owning credit.
Yeah.
And she'll be telling, and she can express all those tips to you.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
All right. Well, Tay, Zig, great episode as always. And
Anthony said his job hiring. I'm looking. What y'all pay?
Oh, hold up. Anthony said, I don't
man, go
platinum
ahead, Tay.
premium
You're not serious. Stop it.
ground
You
patrol,
don't look like I
city
could
job
sit in
worker.
front of the security desk.
Sit in front of security. No.
So
I don't see.
what they gonna do if somebody break in the area and she need to stop them?
I'm gonna just get under the desk. Honestly, they ain't say I had to.
Hey,
Look
stop.
at the security.
They just said I
That
had to
her.
look.
I have to look the part. They didn't say I had to do it. I didn't read
This
that.
man
Wow.
said Homeland Security.
Homeland
That's-
Security. And you gonna just sit by the
They
desk.
never said I had to actually physically stop anything. They just said I had to be there.
Wow.
We have security at my bank, and I know for a fact if something go down, they probably be out the door before me.
Damn. Just hide yourself in a vote. That's all.
Please, you don't want to get
That's what they
stuck
go.
in
That's
there
what
with
they
no
hit it.
air
That's
and
what the
you can't
criminals hit it
breathe.
to. The vote. Why would you hide in a place where the criminals want to go to?
Please, not me.
19 at night and 18 during the day.
Well, I can't do that. Maybe part time. Y'all got part time
Right.
positions?
And my boy Peter, he's that's one of my co-workers, real cool. He DJs, so if y'all do need a DJ for the party bus or any type of event now,
Yeah, we
he
gotta
does it
see how
all.
good you DJ because
He's a good,
Unarmed. Oh, please. You want to be
he's
security guard unarmed?
Well,
Oh my
armed
god.
security guard. What you gonna be doing? It's like, hey,
like,
stop
hey, the light on.
I'm gonna be a pepper spraying somebody.
Man, pepper spray don't do nothing nowadays. Come on now.
I mean, it should do enough to get they, ooh, you know.
Wow.
No,
But man, Tay don't need no job. She works a 6-figure job anyway, so don't let her fool you. And
Hey, facts though.
What kind of figure?
6-figure.
8 figure, not 6. 8
Oh,
figure.
8 figures. Oh
No.
Hey. Hey.
8
See?
as in one.
Nah. You ain't say that.
single
You
job.
say 8. You say 8 figures. Oh shit. So
Please.
dinner on you.
I
for
wish they
us.
had the little thing at the bottom that tell you the words as we talking so they can understand. I said 8
Nah.
figure.
Oh, the
not 8.
captions.
Yeah.
Nah, Zig, you heard that? So
We gotta
dinner-
work on
I could work. I could work on that. I could work on that.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I'm gonna
So
need that.
dinner is on Tay. She's paying for a Zig.
She already said that.
Y'all owe me a dinner.
I'm still waiting on the dinner.
Where this come from?
Well, you know the time we tried to do a little team lunch or something like that. She canceled a few times, so I ain't want to really when she brought it up. But I ain't want.
That is Zig. Ain't nobody asked you what happened in the past.
See, that's why relationships go left. People bring up all the past. We passed that.
But remember, the past does matter.
No, the past matters certain aspects.
Yeah, that's a certain aspect.
Now you're triggering me. You're pouring your trauma onto me now.
Wow.
You're trauma dumping.
Wow. Man, look. But on that note, thank y'all.
It's called accountability.
I hate it. That's on something new. We don't know nothing about that.
That was just a fact, though, right, Sean? Sean said, "Hey, let's do it."
We understand the account. The ability is just lacking.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed that too.
But that she took accountability. That yeah, you go.
No, she didn't, Jay. Don't try to help her. On that note, we will be back live next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Same crew, unscripted, real conversations, of course. And we appreciate y'all. And Tay,
I'm gonna be scripted next week. I'm gonna act right.
No,
I'm gonna come in here real professional.
No,
I'm gonna sit like this.
No.
Like
work on the account.
Sit like that.
Take more accountability.
The meaning of that is next week.
Take accountability. Don't say account and then don't have the ability. Have the ability to have accountability. You understand?
I'm gonna work. I got 7 days to work on it. I got you.
That's deep.
Real. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. And we'll see y'all next Wednesday. All right.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the test. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S.Writer, his topics, he bringing me the best. Ziggy the BC be streaming, that man is built for next. TayTalks, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S.Dotted, them campus smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south.